I'm a psychologist, and a couple of viewers requested that I do a psychological analysis of The Oldest View, which is a web series by Kane, who is the director of the A24 film, The Backrooms. So here is my psychological analysis of The Oldest View and why it's so scary. So I'm going to introduce you to really one very well replicated psychological mechanism present in most, if not all, human beings to help you understand why it's so scary and unusual and all that sort of stuff. So, in psychology, we found that human beings hate it when their expectations are violated. So, basically, in your brain, you kind of have a general flow of events. You generally know, or at least you'd like to think to know, how things will occur, how things will go down. So you will wake up in the morning, go to work, traffic's going to be a bit cooked, but you'll eventually get to work, do your 8-hour day and go home, eat dinner, go to bed, rinse and repeat. Or you might watch a movie and you'll know that a movie generally has the same structure, beginning, a middle, and an end, and you're like, ideally the ending will be a bit of a plot twist that will make it all kind of, sort of come together in a cohesive package. Or you might expect that when you go to a university lecture, the lecturer is going to just give you the slides and give you a straight narration of what to do, and it's going to be hopefully helpful and useful, right? So you build expectations based on your learning, based on what the things that you've experienced in your life. When those expectations get violated, humans get either a bit cranky or a bit explorative. They want to explore and understand why. Wait, what the heck? What is going on here? What is this? This is new. And the reason why we do this is because it's basically for our own survival. If something is new, like, oh, that mushroom is a different color to the other mushrooms. What the heck is that? I need to go suss that out, because that could be a poison mushroom that could kill me, right? So let's go suss it out, make sure it's all right, and then if I know what it is, I'll be able to rest and relax. So how this relates back to The Oldest View is that we expect that when a place gets demolished, it gets demolished forever. You don't expect it to return underground. So basically you're like, what the heck? I expected a shopping mall to go and now it's underground. What the heck? Who put it here? Why is it here? Why is this regular facility that all humans are aware of and we use pretty much every day of our lives now somehow underground and come back? And why is there a big monster chasing me? What the heck is that? So it's scary because it literally violates basic logic, prompting humans to search for the reason why, which is what happens in the web series. The character Wyatt or whatever, he goes underground to try and figure out what the heck is this, why has it come back, what's going on here. He's exploring the unknown, and we are exploring it too with him being because we're in the short film with him. We're exploring it as well to try and turn our expectation from violated to ultimately understanding, to try and understand why. Obviously there is no why. I don't think the web series really answers the why, so it's kind of left with a bit of a cliffhanger for open to your own interpretation and all that. But what's really key is, as I said before, this idea of expectancy violation, where you expect that a building will not just manifest underground magically. That would violate your basic assumptions of the logic of reality. And then, of course, at a more basic level, other elements that make The Oldest View scary is, of course, you're in a dark, secluded shopping mall deep underground with something chasing you that was probably going to kill you. So obviously, just at a basic level, your primal instincts are kind of getting triggered here, because human beings don't want to die, and that monster violates that very nature of potentially going to kill you. So that's like the basic stuff, of course, like you're underground, trapped in a dark place, a dark room, what's going on, how do I get out, am I going to die? But the high level issue here for most people is this expectancy violation. You don't anticipate a shopping mall to come back. So what the heck is it doing back? And how did it get here? Who put it here? Why is the monster chasing me? How do I return a sense of predictability and flow to reality, because it's been violated in my brain? That's the end of this video. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more.